common denominator in this album starts with passion, then it goes to intensity, and then trust. Trust. What I present in my music is who I am. I cannot wear a mask to go on stage. So I just go back to the beginning. The beginning is San Juan, Puerto Rico, where I was born. One day, Dad, I want to be an artist. What? What are you talking about? Nobody in my family is in the show business. I always had the need to be in front of the camera. I didn't, the home video, I would always just pretend. I guess it was stronger than me. Professionally, I started in 1984. But my first time in front of a camera was for a TV commercial when I was 6 years old. So I guess that triggered a lot of things within me. The artistic part of me was always there, in my subconscious. But, I was a normal kid. I would just, my bicycle, my friends, my girlfriends, the beach. The beach was always there with me where I grew up. A little island in the middle of the Caribbean, full of influences. We are 4 million people in this island, and we have at least 90, 100 radio stations. So there is music everywhere. We have salsa, we have bolero, we also have rock. There are a lot of stereotypes when it comes to Puerto Rico and or Latin America. But for example, when it comes to Puerto Rico, everybody goes to the Broadway show of West Side Story. And what are we presenting in West Side Story? The killers, the gangs, Scarface. Yes, we also have a very romantic story there, but there are a lot of things that we have to change, and I have the need, and I think I have the power to do this. Puerto Rico means a lot to me. Puerto Rico is my beginning. Puerto Rico is, of course, where I come from, my roots, my ballads. How can you forget where you come from? Of course, Maria had a lot to do with the production of Vuelve. Maria helped me get to know myself a little better. She guided me. We never expected Maria to be such a big hit.
Un, dos, tres, un pasito para adelante, María. Un, dos, tres, un pasito para atrás. Un, dos, tres. Un pasito para adelante, María. Un, dos, tres. Un pasito para atrás.
In this album, Vuelve, every song has its own personality. Nothing looks like Maria. Yes, a lot of rhythms, a lot of different sounds, fusion. But we have La Bomba. We have Arriba y Abajo. Different hooks that that hopefully will affect people from all over the world. I started recording this album in 1996 in Puerto Rico while I was on vacation, supposedly. We recorded part of this album when I was in the middle of a tour in Spain, when I was in the middle of a tour in Brazil, in Carnival. All those countries are part of Vuelve. And it's not hard to find. It's not hard to feel. The recording session, it's a moment where you are so vulnerable that anything that you breathe will affect you. In this case, in a very positive way. It's part of experiences. It's part of my, what I did for the past 2 years, what I'm reflecting in Vuelve. And of course, I'm reflecting romanticism. I'm reflecting adrenaline, and I'm reflecting my growth as a musician. Even though I don't write all my songs, I just go straight to the composers, and I let them know where I'm standing, where I'm emotionally standing at that particular moment. What is it that I want to share with the audience? What kind of conscience I want to create? Robbie Rose and Casey Porter are people that I've known for many, many years, the people that I want to be working with for the rest of my life. People that know me, people that I know, people that I trust. And when you walk on, when you go into a studio, you have to feel very comfortable. They're so creative, and they are my teachers. Personal evolution, musical evolution. That's my life. What else? Por arriba, por abajo, I would say that the most important thing is the sound and the attitude you give towards it when you're listening to it. It doesn't matter what it says. It's a great song. La Bomba, when we go to La Bomba, is the African sounds of Puerto Rico, especially Puerto Rico, not the Caribbean, Puerto Rico. And then we make it a little faster. Loca divertida, just kickback, is the island way of thinking. Everything is so relaxed. It's like, come on, it's all good. La Bomba, let's create La Bomba. What does La Bomba mean? The bomb. We can talk about a guy dying of AIDS. Gracias por pensar en mí. It translates to thanks for thinking about me. It's a song written by Renato Russo. He died of AIDS some time ago. And he wrote the song months before he passed away. And he's just presenting his feelings towards life. He's teaching us how important it is to take advantage of life in every aspect. Live every minute. I needed to keep this music alive. And I translated it into Spanish. In this album we can talk about love. Too much or too little, everybody knows what being in love is all about. Love can take you so high and can get you so low, and that's what life is all about, ups and downs. The most beautiful song that I've ever interpreted, I'm really honest, is called Hagamos el Amor. It's a very complex simplicity when it comes to musical arrangements. It's only piano and strings. We can talk about the World Cup.
I started working with Robbie Rosa, who is Ricky's alter ego, musical alter ego. They work together in Menudo. They're like brothers, and we got along so well that he was asked to do this, and he asked me if I would do it with him. The songwriting and the production of the World Cup theme.
We were flying, going to Miami, and on the plane we started writing a couple lines and listening to old, a lot of tracks of football and games and all, sports announcers, all kinds of recordings.
Robbie gets pretty excited, so he's throwing fists into the air, and that's where we started the song, Somewhere in the Sky.
We thought mainly about the player. You know, the cat that's out there, you know, hustling that whole time and dealing with the game.
This song is hot. This song is passion. This song is fire.
The groove on it is just powerful. You know, the groove alone, the track stands alone, just on pure groove, you know, and everything else is just like icing.
This song is dance. This song is full of drums. That is strength. I am a football fan. That's what I wanted to present throughout music as well. What I feel when I'm in a stadium.
We really want it. We really want it. Here we go. Ale, ale, ale. Go, go, go. Ale, ale, ale.
You can have a double meaning with the lyrics, Spanish, English, and French. It can talk about love. You can talk about this girl that you're in love with. That is she's so intense that she drives me wild. And we can also be talking about the cup. What every football fan is waiting for in every country, the cup. What every man or woman can be waiting for, love.
When Ricky stepped in front of the mic, it just totally came to life. And he was made for this song. On December 4th, when they have the opening ceremony, there'll be 2 billion people watching.
You were supposed to tell me that, so I did myself after the show. Am I ready? Hey, yes. I've done 3 versions of The Cup of Life. I did one in Spanish. I have to. It's a must. French, we are in France. We have to. In English, it's an international language. You know what? It doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter your language. They're so easy to sing, and so easy to catch a rhythm that it's great.
In 1998, 2 billion people tuned into the biggest global event on television, the Soccer World Cup. The official theme song was performed in Spanish, English, and French by Ricky Martin. Cup of Life is only one of the singles on Vuelve, Ricky Martin's latest production. The album has already sold in excess of 5 million copies worldwide, cementing the career of this international star. His popularity with English-speaking and non-English-speaking audiences has allowed Martin to perform in venues such as Madison Square Garden, the Universal Amphitheater, the Miami Arena, and Radio City Music Hall, selling out his venues time and time again. His album, Vuelve alone, has sold in excess of 1 million copies in the U.S., opening the door for his first full-length English album, which Columbia Records will release this summer. The accolades don't stop there. This year, Martin has been nominated for both the American Music Awards and the Grammys for his work on the already classic Vuelve, which has been certified by the RIA as selling in excess of 6 million copies. At 27 years old, with more than 200 platinum and 300 gold records, translating into sales in excess of 15 million copies, Ricky Martin is a worldwide phenomenon, ready to take North America